right, today we're going to look at simple interest. So people can always find a use for money, so it costs to borrow money. Different places charge different amounts at different times, and this is called interest. So if we are to borrow money from a bank, $1,000, years later we would have to pay back the $1,000 and the interest. So in order to find out what interest is, we use the formula called the simple interest formula. This formula gives us the extra money that is owed at the end of the loan, and this is what we call the interest. So that's the extra money that we have to pay back. So we have a formula, I is equal to PRT. So let's look and see what each of those letters represents. I is our interest. This is our money amount. P is our principal. This is the money that we borrow from the bank. R is our rate as a percentage. T is our time in years. Okay, so the bank is called the lender. They're the ones lending us the money. The money they give us is the principal. The money that we get, or the people that we get the money, we're called the borrowers. And the money that we give back to the bank is called the interest. So Rita borrowed $3,000 for 4 years at a 5% interest rate. So we're going to use I is equal to PRT. P is our principal, which is $3,000, times our rate. Since they're all of our letters are next to each other, we're multiplying. Our rate is 0.05, and then our T is going to be 4. So we multiply 3,000 times 0.05 times 4, we get $600, and that is the interest that she has to pay back. And then it says how much total money does Rita owe at the end of 4 years. So we're going to add our interest plus our principal, and that's how much she owes at the end. So $3,600. All right, so let's look at a couple more examples. So Rachel invested $500 for 6 years at a 3% interest rate. How much interest will she get at the end of the 6 years? So there's my principal, my rate, and my time. So I have I is equal to PRT. We're going to multiply 500 times 0.03 times 6. And that is going to give us $90. So 90 is our interest. And then to find the total, we're going to add our principal amount, 500, plus our 90. And that's how much she is going to get in 6 years back. All right, last one. Raymond borrowed $2,000 for 3 years at a 12% interest rate. How much will he owe at the end of 3 years? So his money amount to our principal, our rate is 12%, and our time is 3. So we're going to use our simple interest formula. We have 2,000 times 0.12 as our rate of the decimal in 3 years. So we multiply 12,000 times 0.12 times 3, and that's going to give us 720 as for his interest. And then for his total, we're going to add it back to our original amount, our principal, which is going to give us 7,220.